Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So in today's video we are going to be carrying on from Wednesday's boot fair video. So we're going to be going through all the pickups from that video, and as I said, there is a massive amount, so I'm going to dive straight in with our first pickup, and it's not actually here. Where have I put it? Okay, I'm going to put a picture up on screen because I can't find it. It's about somewhere. It is the 2021 Pokemon Annual. We paid 50p for this, and it goes for about £2 on eBay. So not a massive saving, but yeah, I do tend to pick these up whenever I see them. Then next up, we have got something that is here that I have got, and it is something that's brand new. So it is an Alien and Predator t-shirt. So I had a look, it should be my size. It's from 2017, and I don't know if you can see, so you've got the Xenomorph, and I'm assuming, yeah, right at the bottom there you've then got the Predator as well. I haven't opened it yet. It will be one that I'm going to wear. I'm not going to just sort of keep it in the bag. We paid £2 for that. I couldn't find it online, so I haven't got any comparison prices for that one. Then next up, we've got a couple of Wii games. I think these were ones that we picked up. I think these were like the first pickups of the day actually. So we've got Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. This one is, yeah, it's box complete. Even got the little Activision warranty card, which is good. And then after that as well, we also picked up Cursed Mountain, which I think I've heard of, but I've never played. Once again, it is box complete, which is really good. So yeah, that'll be one that I will give a go at. So we paid £2 for each of those. Tony Hawk goes for £2 at CEX, £5 on eBay, and Cursed Mountain goes for £2.50 at CEX and £5 on eBay as well. So yeah, not too bad there. Then next up, we've got a controller holder. I don't think there's any other way to describe it. So it is the Vault Boy Cable Guys controller. It is actually sealed, which is really good. So it's brand new, never been out of the box, which is absolutely brilliant. We picked this one up for £2, and looking online, it goes for about 12. Sorry, about to say 7. So it goes about £12 on eBay, and I'm probably going to stick this up on the Fallout shelf. I'm not going to unbox it because the Master Chief one that I picked up earlier on in the year is still sitting on the shelf like a little lost puppy like that, waiting for a controller that I'm probably not going to be putting in his hand. So yeah, I'm going to keep that in its box and put it up on the shelf. Then next up, we actually picked up my first ever amiibo. And I saw it and I was like, you know what, I'm going to grab it, depending on what the price was. And they wanted 50p for it. So I don't know much about amiibos. I don't know what ones are worth money and what are not, but I thought for 50p I'm definitely getting a deal. And it is the Banjo-Kazooie amiibo. So just the amiibo on its own, it's not boxed or anything like that. But looking it up online, CEX are charging £15 for this, and on eBay they go for £14. So at 50p I got an absolute steal on this one. Really chuffed. Yeah, if any of you that like your amiibos, there are all the details for it. But yeah, so I saw it and thought I'd pick it up. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put it right there for now. So yeah, really chuffed with that one. Then next up, we picked up a couple of Game Boy Advance cartridges. So the first one that we got was Spyro Fusion. We paid £2.50 each for these. Looking online, that goes for £5 on eBay. And then we also picked up Crash Bandicoot XS. Once again, cart only, £2.50. That one goes for £7 on eBay, which is really good. Then we've got a Pokemon book, and it is the making of Pokemon Black and White. Monster in My Pocket, the Pokemon story. So it's all about the making of the game and then the anime series as well, or the anime films, I think it is. Yeah, so yeah, a really interesting one. Once again, it was Pokemon, so I was going to pick it up. Pick this up for 50p, and looking it up online, it sells for about £4 on eBay. Then what have we got next? We have got a couple of Xbox One games. So first off, we've got Outlast Trinity, which has got Outlast Whistleblower, and Outlast 2, which is really good. I think I briefly played Outlast, but didn't put too much time into it. Then we've also got Dirt Rally. So yeah, the dirt games are quite good. You know what you're getting when you play them. They're both marked up at £3, but I ended up getting them both for a £5, so it was £2.50 each. Outlast Trinity goes for £20 at CEX and £13 on eBay, so really good price even if we had paid the £3. And Dirt Rally, once again, even at £3 it would have been a good pickup, because it goes for £6 at CEX, £7 on eBay. So yeah, really chuffed with them. Then we've got a special edition. So this is the limited edition Gears of War on the Xbox 360. This is the, well, this wouldn't class as a steelbook. This is sort of like a collector's tin with an insider's look at Gears of War book. Is that the manual? Yeah, that's the manual. And then we've got a couple of discs in here. So we've got the limited edition collector's bonus disc, and then the normal game as well. So there's a bit of damage to sort of this sleeve, but nothing major. And then on the actual sleeve itself, it's in overall good condition. There's a couple of little cracks, a little bit missing there. But yeah, all in all, not too bad. We paid £4 for that. It goes for £5 at CEX, £20 on eBay, which is yeah, a bit interesting. And then so next up we're going, I'm going to have to show these. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a picture of these up so that you can see them. We've got a collection here of McDonald's toys. We've got 9 Pokemon toys and 4 Mario toys. We paid £2 for the lot. And looking online, similar listings for the Pokemon toys go for about £20. And the Mario toys go for about £4. So yeah, not too bad there at all. Yeah, and there are a couple of doubles actually there in the Pokemon, so I'll probably keep hold of them in case I come across any that I want to swap for. And then the final pickup in this first part of the video is going to be actually a couple of Apple products. So for those of you that don't know, I am actually quite a big collector of Apple products. I've got a box in my bedroom filled with literally all my old iPhones, as well as iPhones that I've also picked up sort of here and there. I've got a whole stack of iPads. I've got all of the different watch variants that I've had. A lot of them are Apple products that I bought, used myself, but there are a couple of bits in between as well. And when I was going through, I saw this stall. I don't think I'll included it in the video, but yeah, I was walking through, saw he had a couple, and there was one in particular that I saw. And the one that I saw in particular was actually this one. So it might not look, it just looks like a normal iPhone, but if I turn it round, if you know, you know. This is actually a Gen 1 iPhone. So this is the very first version of the iPhone that's released. 2G only, This is the 8 gig model. It needs a bit of tidying up. I think it needs a new battery and something else. There was something else that needed done on it. And yeah, as soon as I saw it, I had to get it. Because the... so to give you an example, the Gen 1 iPad in this condition will sell for about £45. If I've got a box for it, which I think I do have a Gen 1 box, I just don't have the phone. I think with the box and everything else that goes in the box, it goes for a couple of £100, if I remember rightly. Prices might have changed since I've looked, but yeah, I saw it, I had to get it. Because it was one of the only iPhones that I was missing in my collection, apart from some of the later models. I think I've got every iPhone, every main release iPhone, from the iPhone 3G all the way up to the 7. So yeah, I just had to get it. Obviously, I got a bundle deal as well, because it wasn't just the iPhone that I got. I ended up with 2 iPod Touches as well. These are both 8 gig. There are slightly different versions as well, I think. Looking at the back, there's sort of the printing slightly different. So I think this is the older model and this is a slightly newer model. But yeah, these ones go for about £18 on CEX, £15 on eBay. So nothing major, but they do need replacement. I can never remember the word. It's not the screen. It's actually just the sort of touch sensor that goes over the top. I can't remember what it's called. So yeah, just need to get hold of them, and then we're good to go on them. But altogether, I paid £10 for all 3 of those. So I know they're not gaming, but I did want to just sort of chuck them in as a little extra. But what I'm going to go and do now is I'm going to go and grab the other 2 bags of stuff. All of these bits I picked up from Glen and Dan. So yeah, there is a whole load of stuff to go through here. So yeah, give me a minute, I'll get that set up and then we'll have a look through that as well. Okay, so we're all set up with the second part, and yeah, this is going to be the bigger part. But what I will say is, before we start, I did manage to find the Pokemon annual. It was actually in one of the other bags that I've just unpacked. So there is that. So yeah, 2021 edition. And yeah, I'll get that added in. I think I've got a couple of these now. And that leads us quite nicely into the first lot that I got off Dan today. And this was a massive bag filled with Pokemon bits. So I'm going to go through these quite quickly because there is quite a few different bits. First off, we've got the Pikachu backpack. That is brand new and sealed. I'll be honest, that's probably going to get stolen off me as soon as the wife realises that I've got it, and it will go into Pikachu Corner. That goes for about £12 on eBay. I'll give you the total price of all of the Pokemon bits after we've gone through it all. Next up, we've got... I'm going to do the next one later on because that's at the bottom of the bag. I'll tell you what I will do. So we've got the Togepi plush, which goes for about £10 on eBay. We've got the Kid plush, which goes for about £8 on eBay. And yes, the Poliwhirl plush, which goes for £10 on eBay. The 3 plushes there, I bought these separately. I paid a tenner for those, so not too bad there. There's what, £28 total value, which is good. Then we've got the Meowth baseball cap. That goes for about £20 online. That's a really good pickup. So yeah, it just needs to tell you what I'll do. I've got my polystyrene head that I use for photographing baseball caps that I am selling. I'll put that on there for a little while to try and just reshape it. so next up we have got the Lapras mini plush. I think these are, am I rightly, it's really hard to read, I think this is a Pokemon Center plush. So that goes for £15. Then we've got, yeah, here's another one, Pokemon Center one. I'm not too sure what character it's meant to be, so I haven't got a price for that one. Yeah, not too sure on that. So yeah, quite a lot of plush. I think that is it for the plush now. We've got a tin, so I'm not sure what era this is from, but there are 115 Pokemon cards in here. So the top slides off, and then that bit pops out. Yeah, so there's about 115 Pokemon cards inside there, so I'm going to go sort through them and add them into the albums that I need to. Where can I put them? Put that up there for now. I'll sort through that in a bit. Then we've got, what have we got? Alright, yep. So we've got the Primal Clash collector's album. I actually got two of them. And I think inside one of these as well, which is this one. Yeah, I've got two of them. So we've got a Pokemon Platinum, and I think there's three. There should be three here. So we've got Diamond and Pearl, Pokemon Platinum. These are all sort of full-sized posters. Does that fold out again? No, that's it. So that's the island from Platinum. Yeah, there's another one there. So we've got that one, another Platinum poster, and then we've got the Diamond and Pearl. So that's the map and the Pokédex. So yeah, really nice them. They go for, what have we got? The posters, I couldn't find a price on them. The Pokemon cards in the tin, that sort of number goes for about £12. And then the Primal Clash collector's albums, they go for about $14.99 each, but that's in new condition. I couldn't find a pre-owned price. What have we got next? So next up we've got the Pokemon sticker decks, or sticky decks. Yeah, so a bit of a Pokédex that you sort of go through and you sort of stick the characters in. Some of them have been removed, but the majority of them are still in place. That goes for, I couldn't find a price on that one either. Then what have we got? Yeah, so we've got a Pokemon manga book. So this is Pokemon Adventures #1. Yeah, whenever I see things like this, I will always pick them up. That goes for about £3.50. Then we've got, what else have we got? So I don't think I've put this down, but this is one of the Build-A-Bear bags. So I can't remember, I don't know actually. I don't think this come in with that. I think this is one that I picked up, that we actually picked up where last time we went to Build-A-Bear. Because we have bought quite a few of the Build-A-Bears, the Pokemon Build-A-Bears recently. Yeah, I've got some more stickers, and this sort of, I think this was accidentally left in the bag, but I spoke to Dan and he was quite happy for me to keep it. So that's X-Men Milestones manga book. That actually goes for about £12. So yeah, really good with that, and some really good quality drawings in there as well. Really looking forward to having a read through that one. Then what have we got? We've got a couple of films. So what have we got? We have got the Pokemon, the first movie. This is, which is quite good because I've got the behind the scenes video up there, so that will go with that. We've then got Pokémon 2000, the movie, which we recently got on DVD, so it's quite good that we've now got it on VHS as well. Then we've got Pokémon the movie 3. Once again, picked that up recently. And then finally, the last video that we've got is Pikachu's Winter Vacation. So yeah, not too bad on that one. Not for sale or rental, for promotional purposes only. Okay, so that's quite good. Looking at the VHSs, the first movie goes for 7. Pokemon 2000 goes for 7. Pokemon the movie 3 goes for $6.50, and Pikachu's Winter Adventure goes for 4. Then we've got a Cypher little figurine. Don't think I've got that down. It was a t-shirt, a kids one, not anywhere near my size. Actually, I do like the design on it. It's a shame it's not my size because I would have worn it. That one, I haven't got a price on that one either. Couldn't find anything like it. Then we've got the Mew tin. So I've got quite a few of the tins now. I like to get hold of them if I haven't got one. But yeah, mostly they go on display on the Pokemon shelf. And then we'll go back to one of the bits at the beginning. Now this was something that I actually saw when I went to Dan's house beginning part of the year, I think it was. He invited me over to have a look at a couple of bits, and I saw these in his collection and I was eyeing them up, and he actually decided to sell them, a couple of them. And they're actually Pokemon sort of drinking cans. So it's Orange Bomb, they're sparkling water. You've got white grape flavour, cider flavour, just a sparkling water, orange flavour. There's 12 in total, and this is actually the full set as far as I believe. So yeah, absolutely over the moon. I was dying to get hold of them off him, and yeah, these are going to take pride of place. These are sort of from Japan. They were never released anywhere else, so yeah, quite rare to have over here. And they're all sealed, so they've all, don't know if you can, so they've all still got the drinks in. They've never been opened. So yeah, we've got Pikachu, Charmander, I can't remember, Pokeball, we've got Bulbasaur, we've got Togepi, Meowth, Mewtwo, and Snorlax. So yeah, really chuffed to get them. They are going to take pride of place once I get the new shelves up. I still haven't got around to getting them up at the time of recording. I am going to have to do it very soon because in order to get all the games from the last sort of 3-4 weeks, I've got to do a lot of moving. So that is all of the Pokemon bits that I picked up. Now we're going to go into the games, and this is what it just literally doesn't stop. Actually, before we move on, the Pokemon bundle there, so everything apart from the Build-A-Bear bag and those 3 plushes that I said, everything Dan charged me £35 for, which is absolutely amazing. The drink cans alone go for, the full set goes for £25, so really chuffed with that one. Then, so let's get into it. So the first one I've got is actually another VHS, and this is a brand new and sealed copy of the Real Ghostbusters animated series. So I remember watching this as a kid, and yeah, this has still got its original factory seal on. So I am going to be keeping it sealed. I've got a couple of the cardboard VHS protective covers coming. so I'll be able to put this in and make sure it's kept in the best condition. So I paid £5 for that. Looking it up online, it goes for about £30 on eBay in that condition, which is really good. I'm going to start putting some bits up here. Next up, we've got a PlayStation 1 game. So we've got Rayman on the PS1. As you can see, the front cover, the front of the case needs replacing. But other than that, it's got the front cover, it's got the manual, and it's got the disc as well. So it is box complete. It is just that front cover that needs to be replaced. We paid £5 for that. Goes for £10 at CEX, £6 on eBay. Next up, we've got a couple of NES games. So obviously we picked up Marble Madness, which I have no clue where it is. So we picked up Marble Madness on the NES when we were in the Isle of Wight. And obviously I've got a copy. Oh, there you go, it's back there. It's okay, it's there. I've got a copy, there's a box complete copy of DuckTales as well. I am trying to get hold of a NES. It is one of the systems that I want to make sure I try and get this year. Yeah, it's just trying to find the right one. So I saw that Dan had a couple of NES games, so I decided to pick them both up. First one we got was Yoshi's Cookie. Yeah, Yoshi's Cookie. That one we paid £10 for, and that sells for £10 on both CEX and eBay, so not too bad there. Then the second game we've got was an SNK game, so it's POW, Prisoners of War. This is actually comes with a sleeve as well, so it's good. That one we paid... No, sorry, we paid £10 for Yoshi. Paid £10 for POW as well. Wasn't listed at CEX, but goes for £10 on eBay. Then we picked up a bit of Fallout merch, really. And as soon as I saw this, I thought it was absolutely brilliant. So I had to pick it up. And it's a Your Special book. But if we open it up, it's actually a pin badge set. So it's got the seven special attributes: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. And then yeah, it's got a little enamel pin badge for each of them. And yeah, first time I've ever seen that, and I thought it was absolutely brilliant. It is official Bethesda merch as well. So yeah, that is going to go straight up on the Fallout shelf. We paid £5 for that, and looking it up, it goes for £6. Only goes for £6 on eBay. I'd never seen them before, but yeah, as soon as I saw it, I had to grab one. Then next up, we've got a Game Boy Advance game. So it's I can never pronounce this. Is it Yu-Gi-Oh? Whatever that is. So it is a box complete, I think. Is it box complete? Yes, it is box complete. Obviously the box itself's not in the best of condition. It's a bit bent up and that. But I have got some protective cases coming for these as well. Because I've also got my Mario Land 2 that I want to put in a protective sleeve as well. So once I put this in a protective sleeve, it will sort of give it a bit more rigidity, which will be good. So for that, I paid £15. But then once I looked online, they're actually only selling for £5 on eBay. So massively overpaid on that one. But to be honest, with the amount of stuff, the amount of great deals that I do get off Dan and Glen, if I overpay for the odd bit here and there, it's not a problem. Then next up, we've got a couple more PS1 games. So we've got a box complete version of Spyro Year of the Dragon. This is a Platinum Edition. It is in absolutely brilliant condition as well. The case is near enough perfect. And to go with that, we've also got the Platinum Edition of Spyro 2 as well. Once again, box complete and in absolutely immaculate condition. Then Then we move on to a Wii title. So we've got Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii. This one is box complete as well. And yeah, it's one that I've been wanting to pick up. Obviously, absolutely love Donkey Kong Country on the SNES. And yeah, just haven't ever got round to picking this one up. So finally got it now, and it is now in the collection. So we paid, what did we do? It actually, so that Dan actually gave me Donkey Kong Country, gave me it for nothing. Looking online, it goes for £8 at CEX, £7 on eBay. So yeah, not too bad there, really happy with that. And then he actually gave me the next two games as well. And they are Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. So I don't currently have a Game Gear. This will probably go on my list of consoles to pick up for next year. But yeah, really chuffed to finally get them. Obviously, the only other Game Gear game that I've got is Bart vs. the Space Mutants, which we picked up from the Boot Fair as well last year, actually. So yeah, we've got those two. And as I say, there were another two games that he gave me for nothing. Looking them up online, they both go for £4 at CEX, and Sonic 1 goes for £6 on eBay, and Sonic 2 goes for £4 on eBay. Then we move on to some Mega Drive games. I'm trying to get through these as quickly as we can. So first off, we've got Tasmania. Absolutely brilliant game, brilliant cartoon series. It is box complete. We paid £7.50 for that one. It goes for £8 on CEX, £10 on eBay. We've then got F1, and I remember playing this around a friend's house. It's absolutely brilliant game. Box complete again, and the case itself is in really good condition, even still got the tag on. That one again we got for £7.50, goes for £4 at CEX, £8 on eBay. We've got Bart versus the Space, Bart Simpson's Bart's Nightmare. Not in as good condition. Obviously, we've got a break in the case and also a tear to the artwork. That's because there's a split in the case. There's no manual. The cart is quite dirty as well, but that should all clean up. And the actual cover itself is quite sun damaged as well. So a bit of a shame there, but we paid a tenner for that one. It goes for £25 at CEX, £40 on eBay. So even still, it's still a really good pickup. Then we've got Micro Machines. So we picked up, we got Micro Machines World Tournament 96 from a friend that I work with the other week. And yeah, I saw this. It's not the multi-tap cart. It's just a single cart, but it does have the manual, which is actually in impeccable condition. It looks near enough new. So really, really chuffed with that. There's a bit of creasing to the front cover, but there's no rips, no tears, everything's in really good condition. So we paid £10 for that one, goes for £10 at both CEX and eBay. Then the final Mega Drive game for today is Sonic Compilation. So this is Sonic 1, 2 and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. It is all on one cart. It is a... yeah, I think it is a Sega release, so it's not a bootleg or anything like that. So yeah, I saw it. It was not something I'd seen before, so I decided to pick it up. It doesn't have the manual, but I have seen one on eBay that I probably will end up picking up just to make that box complete. And yeah, so we paid £10 for that. Goes for £20 at CEX, £15 on eBay. And then we've got a PS2 title, and this is Gadget and the Gadgetinis. Once again, this was another game that Dan gave to me for nothing. It is missing the manual, so it is just the box and the disc. Goes for £2 on CEX and £5 on eBay. So yeah, not anything major, and I think actually it is featured in a worst games ever. So yeah, it's quite interesting, that one. Then we are going to break into some of the retro games that I picked up. Obviously those were retro, we're now going super retro. And we are going to the Spectrum games. So I as you have seen, I've got a truckload of Spectrum games earlier on in the year. We've got a big basket full of them. We've picked up the Spectrum as well. The only thing I am still looking for is the power supply for the Spectrum. As soon as I can get hold of one of them, then I'll be able to test it all, make sure it all works, and then actually be able to play some of these games as well. So I've actually picked up some of the Spectrum games that I played as a kid. So I'm really looking forward to playing these again. First one that we've got is Batman. This is box complete, so it's got the manual and the tape, and yeah, it is boxed as well, so really chuffed to pick this up. This is based on the very first Batman film. It was was it Tim Burton that done the original? I think it was. He done the original too, didn't he? So yeah, it was the original Tim Burton film. We paid 50, so all of the Spectrum games that I'm about to go through, we paid 50p each for them, which is absolutely outstanding. None of them are listed on CEX, but they are on eBay, so that is £6 on eBay. Then a game that I very much remember, it's Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, because obviously it's the UK and we weren't allowed to have the word ninja. So once again, box complete. I remember playing this constantly. I think there was this and there was one other game that I have got, and it will be in a future Boot Fair pickup video. Two games on the Spectrum that I always remember playing. I do know that this is actually available on the NES. So I think when I get a NES, I am going to try and get hold of a copy of this as well, because it's a lot easier to play it on the NES than it is on the Spectrum, especially with the half an hour wait, 20 minutes to half an hour to actually load the game. So yeah, once again, 50p for that. That one sells for £9 on eBay. Then we've got Ghostbusters 2. So this is, yeah, once again, it is box complete. So it's got everything, it's got the manual, it's even got the warranty card, it's got everything in there. Really good. Even though it's got sort of Commodore and Amiga and everything like that, this is the Spectrum version. So yeah, what I'm hoping to do is just above the PC, I'm going to be putting a load of shelves as well up there, and I'm hoping that on those shelves I can get my my manga books, my big box PC games, and also my Spectrum, my Commodore, and maybe my Atari games. But I may look to sort of put some of the Atari games, because obviously we've got all the carts now, in one of the shelves here. Then next up we've got RoboCop, which is in actually a slightly bigger box. It's single tape, no manual unfortunately, but even still, that one goes for, sorry, before I forget, Ghostbusters goes for £5 on eBay. RoboCop goes for £10 on eBay, which is really good. But then in addition to RoboCop, we've also got RoboCop 2, but the benefit for this one is that it is box complete. This one goes for £10 as well on eBay. And then, seeing as I'm a massive fan of Outrun, I had to jump at the opportunity to get Turbo Outrun. Obviously on the Spectrum, graphics and everything are not great, but yeah, just had to get it to add it into the collection. That one goes for £6 on eBay. We've then got Monopoly. Once again, box complete if I remember rightly. If I can get it open. Oh no, it's a side open, that's why. Yeah, so box complete. So really good there. That one goes for £6 as well on eBay. We've then got Return of the Jedi. I think this is complete. Yeah, not too sure whether that's meant to break off or not, but yeah, it is complete. So that's good. That one goes for £10 on eBay. And I'm going to see if I can actually get it back together now. There we go. So yeah, £10 for Return of the Jedi. And we've got 2 more Spectrum games. Second to last is going to be Gremlins. So this is based off the original film. So we've got Gremlins hint sheet. Please send a large self-addressed envelope for your free Gremlins hints and details. Okay. And then you've got the little manual with it as well. So yeah, really good, that one. Definitely shows as well that it is box complete with that little leaflet to get the hints guide as well. So Gremlins goes for $7.50 on eBay. And then probably the most expensive game of the most expensive Spectrum game that I picked up today was actually the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So an absolutely amazing film. It is just the cassette. Don't know if there's meant to be a manual or anything with it. But that one goes for £17 on eBay. So an absolutely cracking find, that one. And yeah, definitely happy to add that to the collection. And then, right, so all of those bits were picked up from Dan. I've now got a couple of bits that I picked up from Glen. First one being a 250 gig Xbox Slim hard drive. Now, I'm not too sure whether I featured it in a video, but I picked up an Xbox 360 Slim from one of the charity shops. I think I've got it just here. Yes, so I know because it was missing one of the bottom covers. So I picked this up. I think I got it for, ended up getting it for like a couple of quid. But it didn't have the hard drive in. It does work. I've actually used it for one of my collection roulette videos. So yeah, it does work. Works really reliably actually. But as I say, it's missing that bottom grill and it didn't have a hard drive. So I saw that Glen had a hard drive there. It was only after a £5 for it. But I ended up getting a bit of a bundle deal with everything. So I ended up paying £4 for that. Normally they sell for about £6 at CEX, £11 on eBay. So yeah, a nice little addition there to just put some storage into that Xbox. Then we got a pink DS. What I didn't realise at the time was that it's actually snapped at the hinge. So I'm going to probably have to try and find another case, a new shell for it, and we'll get it reshelled because it's missing a couple of bits. I'm not even sure whether I've tested this yet or not, but it definitely needs a bit of a clean up regardless. So we paid £5 for that. It goes for £40 on CEX, £25 on eBay. So yeah, that should be one. Obviously, I don't think I've got a pink one. Yeah, I've got silver, white, and black. So I haven't got a pink one. So I will look to pick that one. Pick the cover, a new cover up for that, and we'll get that all fixed up. And then finally, I picked up a PS3 DVD remote from Glen. Paid £1 for this one. It's not listed on CEX, but goes for about £7 on eBay. The only problem with it is it does have some rust on the battery terminals, so I'm either going to have to look to get those swapped out or see if I can treat the rust. But yeah, a nice little addition. Obviously, I don't have. If I see any of the remotes, I normally tend to pick them up because I like to add them in. So yeah, there's that. Then we're going back to the last couple of pickups, which were a couple more bits that I picked up from Dan. We've got a couple of bits that I paid for and a couple of bits that he gave me. So going through the bits that I paid for, we've got the Nintendo Gamers Edition of Monopoly. So this is one that I've been actually looking out for a while. I've seen a couple of them at the boot fair, but people are always asking like 20 to 30 quid for them. And I just wasn't prepared to pay that at a boot fair. whereas Dan had it, he's got it complete for £5. He's got stacks and stacks of Monopoly whenever I go there, and yeah, I saw this on this one, and just decided to grab it. And yeah, so I absolutely love Monopolies. I've got quite a few actually. we've got the Pokemon edition up there. I've got the Fortnite edition right back there on the top shelf. So we've now got the Gamer edition as well. And yeah, I might see what other gaming editions he's got, and see what ones we can add in. So yeah, we paid £5 for that. That goes for about £10 in a pre-owned condition on eBay. Then, next up, just as I was about to leave actually, I saw that they had a PSP box. So there's no PSP in it, and it is for the 1003 model. So it will be the black edition. But what it has got that is really good, so it's got the volume 1 of the demo disc, which is a really nice find. We've obviously got the instruction manual, and yeah, something to do with the PlayStation Network. So there's a code on that, so I'm not going to show that, even though it's probably been used. But yeah, so I saw this. It's not got a lot. It's missing all the inserts from the box and everything. But yeah, I thought it was a nice one to get. And obviously, when I do manage to get a black 1003, I'll have a box that will go with it. So I think I paid £5 for that. The box only on eBay goes for £20. So I've got an absolute bargain on that one. Then picked up another manga book. We've got Hellsing #1. So once again, I think I've got, I think they're in the other room, but I have got the full set of Hellsing anime on DVD. With that one we paid, what we got? So actually these next couple of bits all come in a bundle. So looking it up online, that one sells for £13 on eBay. Then next up, the other two games that I got, I'll give you the price for this little bundle at the end. But the next two games that we got are actually both Amiga games. Now I don't have an Amiga, and it's not a console that I've got on my radar to pick up right now. But the reason that I picked these up, because obviously they were games from franchises that I know and absolutely love. So first off, we've got Back to the Future 2. I believe this is, yeah, so it's box complete. So as you can see, it's the floppy disk version, which is really good. So that one goes for about £8 on eBay. And then the second one we've got is Defenders of the Earth. So the only issue we've got with this one is that the outer sleeve has ripped, but the actual cover art is fine. And if we open it up, so it is just a game, there's no manual, but yeah, there's that. I'm not going to open it too far because the case itself is broke as well, and I don't want to rip the cover art. So that one goes for £15 on eBay. And all three of these, so the Hellsing book, Back to the Future and Defenders of the Earth, I paid £10 for, which is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, massively up on that. And this gives you sort of an example. So just for those three I paid £10, but the actual value of them is what, £31. So do you know what I mean? So overpaying slightly on the Game Boy Advance game doesn't really bother me, because I know that I'll get it back in other ways when I'm dealing with sort of Dan and Glen. And then next, these are the last couple of bits that I've got are all bits that Dan just gave to me. The first one is a instruction manual for Aladdin on the Mega Drive. Now I saw this and I just had to grab it because where is it? It's up there somewhere, because I know I've got Aladdin. Should be there. don't know where it is, but I do have Aladdin on the Mega Drive. It is boxed, but I have lost the manual over the years. Yeah, I kept seeing it intermittently, but at the time I wasn't looking for it, so it just got left, and then yeah, over time just couldn't find it again. So he gave me that. Normally they go for £7 on eBay, so yeah, saved a bit of money on that one. Then he gave me another VHS, and I actually remember having this VHS as a kid. So this is Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, How It All Began. This is the animated series, and I think it's got about 2 or 3 episodes on of the animated series. It's got a 50-minute runtime. Yeah, approximately 50 minutes. So this might actually be just a double episode. But yeah, I remember getting this. I remember having this VHS as a kid. So yeah, to get it again is absolutely brilliant. Then we've got the Retro Gamer system. This is 100 PC Retro Games. So yeah, this was just something he gave to me. It looks like it come with Retro Gamer. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. But yeah, it looks like it's got a load of 100 PC games on it. So yeah, could be an interesting one to look at. Looking it up online, it actually sells for about £10 on eBay. So yeah, a really good pickup there. Then next up we've got a Lantricular picture from Mortal Kombat. I'm just going to see if I think I can get it to change there. So this has actually got Games Master branding down in the bottom corner. So this is obviously from Games Master magazine. Couldn't find a price on these actually. Couldn't find anything like it online. So yeah, there's no pricing for that one. Then we've got 2 more bits. So actually I'll do this one first. This is the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword disc. So I actually, for those of you that have seen my 100th game hunt video where I spent £1,000 on eBay, one of the things I picked up was the complete Skyward Sword orchestral edition. And one of the reasons I picked it up was because of having this disc. This boot fair hunt was actually done before I filmed those videos. Started buying the bits for that video, and yeah, I was actually looking for just the case and all the other bits, but it actually worked out better to just buy it as a whole thing. So looking it up online, the disc only goes for about £10. So I probably will end up. It does need, as you can see, it's in very bad condition, so I'm going to have to run it through the restorer. But yeah, I'll probably end up listing that online, make a bit of money back. And then the final pickup we've got is something completely new for the collection, and it is that. So it's a Hue card, and basically what this is for the PC Engine TurboGrafx 16, and it's a game called Benkai Gaiden. So this is a Japanese release, and yeah, I'll be honest, I know very little about the PC Engine and the TurboGrafx consoles, but yeah, it was it was something that he chucked in, and I knew absolutely nothing about it at the time. It's only since getting home and actually doing some research on it that I even found out what the name of it was, because as you can see, there's no English on it at all, apart from if you actually look at the back, you've got some Sunsoft information on it, but yeah, it just doesn't tell you the name. So looking it up online, where have I got it? It goes for £8 on eBay, so not massive amounts, but yeah, as I say, it's my first PC Engine game, and yeah, if I ever do manage to pick one up, it'll be the first game that I actually try on it. And that is it. So as I say, it was an absolutely mammoth day at the boot fair, and let me just scroll down. So the total spend for today was actually the most that I've ever spent on games at a boot fair. It was £233.50. If we bought everything off CEX, obviously there's a lot of exclusions in today's video, it would have been £259.50. And if we'd got everything from eBay, I think the only exception is the Alien vs Predator t-shirt and some of the Pokemon bits, but everything else is included. We would have paid £788.50. So absolutely amazing, really chuffed with everything we've got, and now I've got to try and find somewhere to put it all. So with that, I am going to wrap the video up there, but before you head off, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye.